Good morning, I'm Taryn.
And I'm Nora. Hello, Chessie Lions. This is a Lion's Roar. Today's date is Monday, February 19th.
Let's hop into some announcements.
Hop? Like what cheerleaders do?
Oh my gosh, yeah, now that you mention it.
Trials for Prom and Spirit Squad will take place in the main gym on March 25th, 27th, and 30th, starting at 6 p.m. For more information, scan the QR code on the screen or contact Coach Wed.
Wow, Nora. That's really interesting.
For freaking real. That's so cool.
You know what else is cool? The LHS Speech and Debate team. This past weekend they won sweepstakes at the Free State Speech and Debate Tournament.
Good job, Lions.
If you're a fan of the ACT, then oh boy, do I have a big surprise for you.
This Wednesday, there will be an ACT test prep class to help students prepare for the ACT coming up next week. That is a straight-up assessment preparedness council.
Students will learn several test-taking strategies and walk away with test prep material. Register using this QR code or see your email for a link.
The cost for the study session is $25. Bring your registration fee to Student Services. You can pay cash or checks made payable to Lawrence High School.
This ACT study session will take place this Wednesday, the 21st from 2 to 3 p.m. in the Learning Commons. And if you love that announcement, strap in for this next one.
The real straight-up ACT will be taking place for juniors at LHS next Tuesday, February 27th.
That is, on goodness, super neat, Nora.
Thanks, Sliminator.
Nora.
What, Taryn?
It's February, Black History Month.
It is. Here's Karen with the scoop.
February is Black History Month. Many displays have been set up at LHS to recognize and honor the month. Can We Talk and Young Women of Color Club sponsor Lanisha Thomas tells how the clubs put their display up.
We had volunteers help us put the Black History Month display up, and they chose which ones that they wanted to represent on the display, and then we put the description so then that way we can keep people aware.
Young Women of Color Club member January Jackson says that the display highlights the impact that the Black community has had on the world.
I think this is impactful because, for example, the display last year, we did a lot of products that were invented by Black people and different mechanisms that were invented by Black people that we use in our everyday lives, just to show how important of an impact our community has had on the world in general. Recognizing people who have been kind of forgotten, like the guy who invented soft serve, the person who invented the stoplight, just things that we see in our everyday lives that we don't think about.
The library has also put up a display of books that tell Black stories in history. Library media assistant Stephen Wilson shares how he chose which books to present.
I went through our catalog and we have made some lists previously, not necessarily for Black History Month, but for topics like Black Lives Matter. I combed lists we already had, and then I did searches based on our Black history. It's an area of study that's a long story, but it's important to me.
Black History Month gives a chance to acknowledge and celebrate Black history that is not always mentioned in school.
It's important just to recognize the fight we've been fighting for like hundreds of years now, because it's still ongoing, and I think there's a myth that like it's not as bad. And while we have made improvements, I think there is a long way to go. And Black History Month is meant to recognize and like represent people who made really huge steps forward for us.
When I graduated from Lawrence High School a long time ago, when I went to college, I found out a lot more, and I didn't feel like it was fair that I had to take a specialized class to get that information, and that I was just being forced down my throat European history and American world history as opposed to all the history. I think that a lot of our students already know about Martin Luther King Jr., Malcolm X, but I would like for them to know more than what's in the book.
Make sure to visit the displays in the atrium to learn something new. This has been Karen Middleton reporting for the Lion's Roar.
Thanks for the segment, Karen, and thanks to everyone who put on that awesome display.
Hey Nora, did you hear that last Friday our boys and girls made balls right at the Crosstown Showdown?
Both teams proved themselves worthy of the prestigious Testy Lion emblem.
The boys had extended their winning streak, adding on to their successful season, beating Free State 67-46.
The girls showed up with spunk and attitude, demolishing Free State 48-26.
Well, that's all today, little pixies. Make sure to tune in Friday for the next beautiful episode of the Lions Roar!
Oh, we almost forgot. It's a great day to be a lion!